So I was like, holy crap. Like, kind of at first I was like, what did I just do? But it was probably one of the most memorable hunts or kills I've ever done.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's the Night Owl here. I want to thank you for checking out this episode of Huntourage TV. As promised, well, about 8-9 months ago, I released a video kind of explaining what this channel was going to be about. And I promised you an epic video coming from my buddy Travis Dietzler. A couple years ago, Travis was doing a little late season bow hunting, and he had an opportunity to do something that not very many people have caught on camera, at least not that the internet shows. Travis was able to shoot 2 deer with 1 arrow. 2 deer, 1 shot with a bow and arrow. So here we go. This is Trav's story of this late season hunt in Wisconsin in which he shot 2 deer with 1 arrow.
Well, we're on our way hunting. It's Christmas Day, like 2 o'clock. This is a field right below the woods I hunt. Basically, the valley that they all probably come out of comes right up to us. I think I found where all my deer are at. It was cold, but I was pretty bound and determined that I was going to shoot a deer because I didn't want to have a dry season. And yeah, I hunted pretty hard, but yeah, I had heater in my blind. I mean, I was doing everything I could just to stay warm, but yeah, it was a pretty awesome hunt. I had a really rough time though, because it was so cold and it was everything. You moved and something made noise, and the deer were so jumpy. I think every time I went, I saw deer, but they usually were running away. So it was just a hard year. It was a battle every freaking time I'd go. So one night I went out. It was actually warmer that night, and so I got out early so I could sit a while, because I had deer coming in all the time. And I couldn't find anybody to hunt with me except Brad. He was over it. And so I went out and brought a tripod, and I was going to self-film. And so I sat for, it was a while, and I didn't see a single deer until it was like the last light. And I had a doe and a fawn come in. And the fawn came right in, and the doe kind of stayed low. And I drew on her, and when I drew back and I waited for, it felt like an hour, but it came right behind the fawn. And it was like perfect, and I didn't really intend, I guess I shouldn't say I intended to do it, but it was kind of one of those moments when I was like, whatever, I'm gonna do it.
You see the doe run off with the arrow in it. He's following that, and then in the frame, the other deer comes sprinting across and just does a death roll. It's pretty incredible.
It's probably I don't know, pure luck that I got all that on camera. Well, this is the problem. I was trying to self-film, but I'm jacked. I got 1 deer down. I'm pretty sure I got both. Yeah, that's unbelievable. It's been one of the worst years ever, and it finally turned into something awesome, so I'm excited. I know it's just does, but I'm jacked. You don't understand how I've worked my butt off this year, and I couldn't ask for anything more. I just got to get a hold of people, but yeah, I'm pumped. You don't even know. Alright, well, it's the day after I shot the deer last night. The one's dead already. I found her last night. We're just basically went to the point where I found last blood and just put an arrow. She's bleeding the whole way, so it looks really good. So I'm gonna guess she's dead up here. She's cruising across this field, and there's blood spraying out like 6 feet. Way to ruin it. Yeah, she hopefully won't be far, and see if I pulled off the double.
That'd be pretty amazing.
Yeah. 2 deer, 1 shot. We'll see. But it looks great. There's blood. She was flying across this field. There's blood everywhere. There's a spot back there where they're within a track for 10, 11 feet, and there's blood. So it looks good. There she is.
Oh my God. Elbow. 2 deer, 1 shot. That could be it.
Dude.
A winner too for Zimmer.
I did it. I can't believe it. That's nuts, dude. Can you believe it, dude?
That's awesome.
I can't believe I did that. She smoked too.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. That's crazy.
That's actually, because her shoulder was went forward and she's down.
Yeah.
That's like perfect.
I'm so pumped right now. It's not even funny. I can't believe I did it, and I can't believe it worked. But I don't know. I'm jacked.
2 deer, 1 arrow.
2 deer, 1 arrow. Unbelievable. I can't say I've seen it more than one time, or I've ever met somebody that's done this before. So I'm pretty jacked. Now the fun part.
Oh boy.
Yeah, thanks Nick for coming. That's awesome.
Yeah, 25 yards into here.
Yeah, I will say that's probably the coolest thing I've ever done in my life. Self-filmed and everything, so it's pretty awesome. And the footage turned out great. I'm pretty pumped. She's a nice doe too.
Both ethical shots too.
Do you think that this one will win me $450? It'll be close.
She's big.
I'm on a doe board that 119 pounds to beat. $450 richer, I'm hoping. You got the mic on and everything?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we found her, and it's been a pretty crazy year. It's probably been one of the worst years I've ever had hunting, well, killing wise. And Brad's kind of been struggling with me through the whole year because he had to hunt with me every day. But it finally turned around, and honestly, I feel more excited about what I did with this being does than I did if I were to shoot a nice buck. Like, this is awesome. I'm jacked, and I can't believe it worked out. It's pretty unbelievable.
Once in a lifetime shot.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
And to get it all on camera.
Self-film.
Yeah, and self-film. It's just too good to be true. It's like it was meant to be. But yeah, I can't believe it. It worked. And the crazy thing is they're both deer, they hit perfect. She made it probably 150 yards, but she covered this field in probably 3 seconds. But she didn't make it 25 yards in the woods, and she was piled up, bleeding everywhere. So it's almost too good to be true. So I'm jacked. It's been one of those years that just every day something happens. It just does not work out ever. And I mean, it all came down to late season. It's the last week of the season, and
we joked around about that in probably the second week in September. Well, I shot my buck the second weekend, and then we started hunting hard for Trav, and things just weren't working out, and he was joking around. Well, I guess at least we have late season. I can get it done then.
Yeah.
He wasn't joking.
Yeah, this is only the second late season I've ever hunted. Last year I shot an awesome buck out of the same exact spot. So late season in Wisconsin's been good to me the last couple years, and I can't believe it. As much as we went out and as hard as we hunted, that it came down to the last week of the season to finally pull our stuff together. So it was exciting. It was, I don't know, last night I just couldn't believe that I actually did it. They basically came in, as you can see on the film, and the fawn sat right in front of me, and she circled her way down and worked right up to me, and I drew back when she was facing right at me. And then she cut, and when she finally turned, she went directly behind the fawn, and they're like side by side, perfectly lined up. And
looks like one deer.
Yeah, and so I kind of was figuring out myself how I'm going to shoot the doe, because if she goes up any farther, the tripod's in the way, so I can't shoot her. And so I just kind of hit that point, and I was like, screw it, I'm going for it. And unbelievably it worked. So I don't know, it was just one of those moments. I definitely wasn't going out there to try to shoot 2 deer in one shot with a bow, but it worked. It worked great too. That's pretty crazy.
I was really excited that Trav called me to come help recover and film the recovery of those 2 deer. What an incredible feat. Kind of something that might be a little bit controversial. So I want to know, would you have taken that shot? Would you try to shoot 2 deer with 1 arrow? Obviously, you got to make sure you have the tags for a feat like that. In Wisconsin, they hand out doe tags like candy, so pretty much any hunter has an opportunity to do something like that. But leave a comment below and tell me what you thought about this. Is it something you'd do? Is it something you've done, or do you know anybody who's done it? Let me know. As always, don't be afraid to get social with me. Add me on Snapchat. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, be sure to subscribe to my channel. We're always trying to build and grow this, so we can use all the support we can get. Thanks for watching Huntourage TV.